sundries. This is Flosstube number 17.
Ooh.
And we are a podcast all about cross-stitch and maybe some sewing, but mostly cross-stitch today.
Cross-stitch.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Devyn.
And you can find me on Instagram at Lauren Upstitching.
You can find me on Instagram as Devyn_no loose ends.
And we're done with the intro. The intro is done.
Yay!
We're making progress every time. We've only been doing this almost a year now.
Right?
So, I understand you've been doing some wedding planning.
Yes, in our last episode, I kind of announced my engagement to Jason.
Oh.
And so I've been spending some time wedding planning. It is not easy. Do not recommend. Do not recommend at all.
Every time I talk to you, I feel like the plans have changed, or you have new, better plans, or we're throwing those better plans away. We don't like those anymore.
There's, no commitments have been made other than a wedding will happen sometime in 2022.
And you have a dress.
I have a dress. I did buy a dress. I went dress shopping this past weekend, and I went to this really cute, it's called Coda Bridal in Pittsburgh. Really cute plus size bridal boutique, and I really appreciate the plus size.
Yeah, to have a specialty shop like that is really nice.
Well, and I am a large lady, and I have been with my friend Lizzie with her wedding. We went to for bridesmaids dress shopping. We went to a boutique that did not even have plus size dresses to try on. And I did not want to walk into a bridal boutique and not be able to try on anything because I'm a big lady.
Right,
so
like,
I specifically hunted out a plus size. And they were amazing. I tried on, I think I tried on a total of 5 or 6 dresses. And the one I ended up buying, I tried on like at least 2 times. I almost cried when I wore it, and I was like, this feels very bridal, and it was the winter, so I have a dress.
That's really awesome. I can't believe there are still any shop anywhere that does not carry plus sizes. Like,
it amazes me, because I'm like...
The world we're living in is not small.
There are fat people, like, everywhere. We're all fat. Like,
and we have money.
Yeah.
Like, give me something I can wear, I'll give you my money.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I don't know, it was weird.
Yeah.
But this bridal boutique was amazing, and I was very happy with the dress I found. Nice. And I did buy, it's like the floor model, so I got to walk out of the shop with my dress, so there's no waiting and stuff. I do have to get some alterations, but very minor. I just have to get it, I think I just have to get it hemmed a little.
Yeah.
And there's these like little strappies here that I have to get like pinned tighter, but it was really awesome, and I got to try on so many different styles, and I didn't think I was going to be a ball gown girl, but I went with a ball gown.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we started with a wedding in the woods with something you got on sale. We're going to end up having a freaking ballroom wedding at like, I don't know, like some fancy hotel somewhere. It's going to be chandeliers.
I don't know.
Jason's going to be like, Devyn, do we really need gold rimmed champagne glasses? And you're going to be like, yes!
No!
Can we move this to a castle? Oh, there is that castle. There's a castle not far from us.
There's a castle? Okay, I mean, maybe. Let's find out how much this castle costs. Like... I don't know. It kind of happened.
And you're just going to be like, I'm just going to be like, I don't know, we need more tissues. She thinks she's got a fairy tale wedding here.
I might just be wearing the ball gown at the fairgrounds. Who knows?
The fairgrounds.
It doesn't freaking matter. You can wear whatever you want, wherever your wedding is. That's the thing.
Absolutely.
I read online that that's what the people said, and that's what I'm going by. So
the reality is, have the wedding you want. If it's in the woods, wearing hiking boots, and it's just you and your husband to be.
Some girls, like, she posted on this Facebook group that I'm in, and she's like, I went to the courthouse in a ball gown because it's what I wanted.
There you go.
And I'm like, okay.
There you go.
So wherever it is, doesn't matter. I got my ball gown.
Yep. You are, I mean, both at the same time, I was like, what the hell are you doing? And I was like, but also that's absolutely Devyn. That's so Devyn. Like... Yes. You are a lady of contradictions.
I know.
You are a lady of like,
I like simplicity, but then I like big, beautiful.
Yeah, you're like, I want to have a root cellar and do all my own canning, and at the same time being like, I would like to also gold leaf all this stuff and wear a ball gown in my day-to-day life. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's good though.
So
That's
stuff's
awesome.
happening.
Stuff's
We have
happening.
no idea anything else, but I've dressed, so.
Yeah. And a fiance.
I've
You've
dressed
got
and a
two
fiance.
important elements.
No ring yet. The ring is on its way. The ring is heavily delayed, but it is on its way.
Everything's heavy delayed.
So, yeah, I was kind of excited to just walk off with the dress because I don't have to worry about any shipping delays or crazy stuff. Yeah. So, anyway, enough wedding stuff. We're a cross stitch podcast.
I mean, it's not gonna ever stop.
No, it's probably not.
Till the day of, it's not gonna ever stop.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna be bad.
We have stuff. I have whips, and I have a new start.
I have one finish we can talk about.
We do have a finish.
So you guys have seen it before. Lauren's gonna insert a picture. Dun, 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 dun. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas by Happy Little Mouse.
And it looks
amazing. And I framed it.
It looks
I don't know
great.
why I sang that, but I framed it.
I love that frame.
I know.
love that frame. Where did you get it?
So I bought it at a thrift store. It was ugly pink. It was such an ugly, like I don't know, like baby girl's room pink, but not like it was almost Pepto-Bismol pink actually. It was like ugly pink. And I was like, okay, but it had this it was a very nice round oval frame, and it had this really pretty like floral detail on it.
It looks great.
So just bought a can of black spray paint and voila.
Spray paint is your friend.
Mm-hmm.
It looks amazing, and it looks like so. I mean, to find an oval frame like that was a real find because now it looks really goth and a little Victorian in a little way.
And it's really perfect for her. She loved it. So it is now delivered to Lizzie and in her house, and it's not up on her wall yet because I literally gave it to her Saturday and today is Sunday. So she's got it, and that's my finish.
That's awesome.
Finish, like super finish. What is that called? Double finish? I don't know.
Fully finished object.
Fully finished object.
Yeah.
I knew there was a word.
I tell you, we bust them out pretty regularly. We're finishing something, either here or on our fiber pod where we do crochet and knitting. Like we're pretty productive ladies.
If we do, we make a lot of stuff. So then we both have whips.
We both have whips. You want me to do a whip first?
Yeah.
Alright, what do I got? Okay, so this one is Beggar's Luck by Threadwork Primitives.
Oh, this is cute.
And this is what it's going to look like. I can show you on my little peeper here. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like before. And I made some not insignificant progress. I was pretty pleased with my... Let me fight my bag for a second here. I was not displeased with my progress.
Oh, you've got some crow.
I've got...
Is that
stretch?
Oh my god. Tail feathers.
Yep, I got a little tail feather and one little foot. A foot.
And I think the leaves are new, right?
Yeah, so I finished up the cornucopia, which wasn't done last time. The cornucopia is all finished. And I started on petals. So because the bird is such fill, it's just back and forth with the black.
Mm-hmm.
So I would do a thread of the black, and then I would do a thread of the green, and a thread of the black, and a thread of the green to like just break it up.
Yeah.
And because the green had at least shapes.
What threads are you using?
So I am using, and you can kind of see, especially
I can see the texture in the black.
You can see it in the black, but the green I think is really good. I'm using all Weeks Dye Works, which is what it's called for in this pattern, and they are so pretty. Oh god, I just looked inside this black bag at all the cat hair in there. But I'm using all Weeks Dye Works threads, and they have such pretty modeling. I'm just so happy with them.
They do look really nice.
Yeah. So, oh my god, the cat hair. My heart hurts so bad. But, so it's coming along really, really well. It's coming along pretty quickly. I figure I only worked on this, I think, maybe one evening, maybe not even 2. So, I mean, I think I'll have it finished relatively quickly.
Yeah.
So, I'm pleased with it.
It is going to go quick for you.
I've been doing the 21 Halloween challenge, and because this has a crow in it, even though it's technically St. Patrick's Day, I'm gonna count it.
Yeah, I think they said anything with a crow or pumpkin.
Yeah, if it has a crow, a pumpkin, a ghost, a skull, anything, it counts. So I'm counting it. And then I had a kerfuffle this week with my 21 Halloween challenge.
Oh no!
Somebody posted on the it's a Facebook group, which I mean anybody is welcome to join and come hang out with us. It's called 21 Halloween Challenge, I think, on Facebook.
We'll link it below.
Yeah, we'll link it below. And somebody posted like, "Hey, does anybody want to do a stitch along? There's a new stitch along. It's called the Horror Asylum Stitch Along,
Mm-hmm.
and you're basically stitching like they give you the frame of the asylum, and you stitch a room,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and." It looked really cute, and I was like, yeah, I'll do that with you. That sounds fun. That sounds like a way to get a bunch of my 21 done. And the moderator of the group, her name is Anna Knowles, and she is awesome. And we have very similar taste and stuff, and so we've kind of like become friends-ish on, Facebook friends. Online friends. And so she's like, oh, I've never done one of these, but if you're doing it, I'll do it with you. And this will be a new adventure for me. I was like, yes, we're going to do this together. It's going to be so fun.
But you've used the word kerfuffle.
I know. So then I was like, they just released the first part of the stitch along. And I'm like, oh, that looks really cute. I'm excited. And then people were like, I can't wait to stitch this American Horror Story thing. And I was like, what? What? This isn't American Horror Story themed. Yes, it is. It's entirely themed around the show.
Oh.
A show I've never watched. A show I have and I was like not clear at all that that's what they were doing.
Oh no.
And so I was like, oh no, Anna, I'm so sorry. I don't want to do this. I don't want to stitch this. Because I just have no connection to the show. Like it wouldn't mean anything to me. And so I was like, I really don't want to stitch this. I'm really awkward when I can't see people to talk to them. Like typing, it feels so awkward to me. And I usually have Sarah help me with my wording. And she was busy. So I literally texted other people and was like, let me give you the whole background. Can you help me word a message to say, like, especially because you feel like you're disappointing somebody.
Yeah.
And she was like, I just saw that too. I don't want to stitch this either. So then we got past our kerfuffle. But I was like, oh,
Did you look at that one I sent you?
Was it the Stephen King one?
Is it? I don't know. I didn't look into it.
There's a bunch going on right now. If anybody is interested in horror stitch-alongs, there are some really good ones. There's a Beetlejuice one going on.
Ooh.
The Grim Grinning Ghosts. I think that might be the one you sent me. Grim Grinning Ghosts.
Yeah,
which
that
is
sounds right.
Haunted Mansion themed. And there's a Stephen King one that I think is based on The Shining, so the different rooms of The Shining Hotel.
That's cool.
There's some fun ones out there. So if you're looking for, and then there's some like ones from a couple years ago, like I think it's the Witchy Stitcher did the Chopping Mall, and each room in the mall is a different slasher movie, 80s slasher movie.
That's really, I like
there's
that one.
There's some cute ones out there if anybody is looking for horror sals. And if anybody starts one, let me know, because I'm looking now for a replacement Sal. So if anybody starts one and they're looking for, something to do with me, that would be great. So that's my one update. Give me another one.
All right, I have one. And
ooh, what's it called?
This is Life is a Game by Chocococo Stitch.
And this is what it looked like last time.
Oh.
Bum, bum, bum. She doesn't let me do the things.
No.
There, now that's what it looks like.
I don't let her do the thing. So I didn't get very far on this one.
It's coming though.
I'm just working my way up this ladder and it's going. The L looks great.
The L does look great. Now at the top of the ladder is the barrels, right? Because it's like Donkey.
It's Donkey Kong. So the top of the ladder has the barrels, and then the I is for some reason 2 ladders. I don't know. It looks a little weird to me, but
yeah, I can see that being odd.
But it kind of works.
Yeah.
So but it has 2 barrels and 2 bits of ladder to make this I.
I guess they were just like, we can't figure out one ladder isn't enough,
Yeah.
but we don't know what else to do.
I don't know. It just, I guess it seemed, maybe it wasn't wide enough for the
for the
game, for the word game.
Oh, maybe, or to like look. Maybe
I
it
don't
looked
know.
really skinny next to the other letters. Like
Yeah.
Hmm.
It may have.
It looks
But yeah,
cute though.
It's gonna look really cute. It's gonna be very bright. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna pop really well against this black material. Very excited for it. Jason is, oh my gosh, he's looking forward to having his nerd wall of cross stitch that we are just apparently his personal stitches.
Yeah, really. I noticed that. Wait, didn't you take over part of his office though? Does he still get his nerd wall?
Oh yeah, he gets his whole nerd wall.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, he has so I decorate the bedroom. The bedroom has like a couple pictures of us that I put up, and there's we have a coffee bar in our bedroom. It's just we do. A tiny little table that is our coffee bar. It's a coffee station. Let's call it a station. So I have these coffee signs on the wall, and he gets the whole office.
There you go. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget that you guys' bedroom is the size of like a hotel suite.
It's a large room. Yeah, we have a sitting area in our bedroom. We have a bed and a TV and a dresser, and the coffee station is actually a baker's rack.
There you go. All right, so my next project is one you've seen before. This is Mandala 0267 by Kana and Elon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to look like. And this is where I was before. And I made a little progress. Doesn't feel like a lot, but I worked on it a little bit. It has been a
very pretty.
It has been a strangely exhausting week. So there's where it is now.
Look at how pretty that is.
It's really come along. So I got this kind of like flower here in this corner done.
I love that.
Yeah. So it's coming along. I've got, there's another leaf in here, and then those like paisley droplets. Mm-hmm. And then this section between here and here will be finished. So then it'll basically be a quarter done at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I'll just pick another compass section and do that and go from there. It's really cute, and it's a fun stitch, but I don't know why I did this, because I just decided to put the Hobbit away for a little while.
Oh.
Like every time it'd come up on my thing to work on, I'm like, I really don't want to work on that, so I'd skip it. And I'm like, well, you've skipped it a couple times now. Maybe you don't want to be working on it. So I'm moving it out of my rotation, and I'm putting the My Favorite Season back in. Which is also teeny tiny little X's like this one. So I guess I feel like killing my eyes lately. Because every time I start on this, I'm like, oh yeah, this is teeny tiny and my eyeballs hurt.
It is going to look great though.
But it's going to look great.
Cute.
It's going to be a pillow when it's done. It's going to be cute. So I'm excited about it.
Okay, and then I have one more update. This is my The Branch by Barbara Anna.
That's what it's going to look like. It's one of my favorites. I'm going to steal it from you definitely later in the year.
I think I gave you time that time.
Oh, it's really coming along. It's definitely.
It's looking like a little village on a branch now.
Definitely.
So,
I look at a little kitty cat.
Yeah, I finished the cat and the witch's broom and this little snowflake. And I started the little bat. This is a bat in the sky, but I'm not very far. Ran out of time, you know?
I mean, we only work, I work on something, and sometimes I get 2 stitches in before I get distracted and move around.
I only cross stitch usually 1 or 2 days a week. I don't, the priority, I cannot speak. My crafting priority is usually knitting.
Yeah. So
cross stitch is definitely not my main focus. So.
Do you stitch in the mornings or in the evening?
Both.
Oh.
So like I stitched this morning, I got up way before anybody else. So I just went down in the living room and I started stitching on The Life is a Game.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't have had an update on that if I hadn't done that. But I will stitch sometimes after work and after like all my errands have been taken care of. So I've done like Like I did this one evening. This is the Barbara Anna thing. I just did this one evening before bed.
Do you still do your morning sits?
No. We haven't for, probably 2 months. 2 months we haven't. Things have gotten a little, like, moved around with our morning routine, and it's just not worked out.
I'm sure, like, because now everything is up in the air a little bit with,
wedding.
Well, with wedding, but also, like, you've moved full-time into the office, and, the life just kind of, like, moves around.
So our front porch sits all started off with us being able to sit on the front porch, and, I mean, for months it's been way too cold for that,
yeah.
so we were doing, just, like, living room sits, but that hasn't really been happening. I will still stitch sometimes in the morning, but lately I've kind of changed my routine to just trying to get a life chore taken care of in the morning. So, like, start laundry, dishes, whatever.
You're so much better than I am. I roll out of bed and try and get to work on time. So I have a new start. This is, gotta look at my things. So this is called Maryland Blackwork. It's by the Sassy Stitches Boutique on Etsy. I'll link it below. And it is a super cute little Maryland Pride thing, which I have been wanting to start for a while. I had the fabric for, I just needed to do it. And I was
in case you guys didn't know, we're from Maryland.
We're from Maryland. like, if you know a Marylander, you know we don't shut up about it. So I'm super excited to have this just in our house because we do have a lot of Maryland Pride in our house because we're dorks. So this is my start, and I'll kind of show it here and then I'll talk a little bit about it. So.
Oh, that's cute. And you stitched home first.
Of course I did. So I did the thing, I started in the center and then started going, and I was like, well, of course I have to go to Garrett County, which is this little panhandle over here, and that's where we live. And so I got started on that. And once I got Garrett County, and I was like, I really want to see what the Blackwork looks like, which is all the little stitching on the interior there that's like patterns and things like that. And it calls for white.
No.
And so I started it in white, and you couldn't see it. You could not see it. So then I checked the instructions, and it actually said to stitch all the Blackwork 2 threads, which I've never seen before. Usually when I do any kind of Blackwork stitching, it's 1 thread. And I tried it, and it looked so bulky. It didn't look right at all. And maybe it's because they stitched theirs on Ada, and I'm stitching mine on, this is 28 count Cashel linen in blush. But it just wasn't looking right. And so then I had Sarah go through and pull 6 colors, and I stitched a little bit in each color to try and decide which looked right. And I had everything from teal. I pulled up a palette on Pinterest. I was like, pink and gold palette. Teal is one that comes up a lot, like this color here, actually. Pulled some teals, pulled some, just whatever I had in stash. None of it looked right. Some of it looked good, but was still too light on this fabric. So finally I ended up with this. I guess it's kind of like a blue-gray.
It looks very blue to me.
And it looks really nice. I think it complements the thing.
It does look nice in there.
And then I'm trying to figure out, there's this big X right smack in the middle of Garrett County. That feels like the lake to me, doesn't it?
That is the lake, isn't it?
I think so.
That's what I thought.
I think that's the lake. So that's pretty cool that it's like not just random Blackwork. It's kind of geographically.
Are those other things mountains and trees or no?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know. But it looks cool. And I'm going to be happy to have it and it's something, I stitch a lot of Halloween stuff. And so I wanted to get something that was, that departed from that a little bit.
I think you nailed that.
I think I have. So if I start showing up here with like, Old Bay shoulder pads or something weird, you'll know what's happening. I need my sister to stitch my edges though, because like this is driving me nuts.
Oh my gosh, have you seen this is my
boink.
My
and that
little rat tails.
We need to get Sarah to stitch her edges.
Whatever.
So I'm happy with that. and it's coming along really nicely. But I desperately need some project bags because it's in a notions bag.
A little zipper bag.
So that's all my updates. Like I said, I've moved some stuff around in my rotation, and I don't think I'll have anything new next week, but I'll at least have some stuff out that hasn't been seen in a while.
Who knows what you'll decide by then?
Yeah, really. Really.
There might be another crazy sale that comes around.
I know, I might do something else. Oh, I did. Shoot. I'll have it next time. I bought some new fabric. Just a place I follow had a big like closeout sale, and I just bought some fabric, so I'll have to show it off because it's really pretty. So I gotta find stuff for fabric that I bought. Some random fabric that I bought.
I mean, you need a fabric stash. I have my yarn stash, you have a fabric stash.
Maybe that's what I need.
I think so.
All right, well, I think that's all the updates we have.
Everything I have.
This is a light week, but it's been busy and crazy and life happens, so we will be back in 2 weeks with more projects and fun stuff to talk about. So
we'll keep you posted on wedding stuff, of course.
Come back to learn more about Devynn's wedding process.
Maybe one day we'll just record with me in my gown.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be
hilarious. That'll have to be post-wedding.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, you need more uses for your gown.
Yeah. I just record every episode in my fancy ball gown.
It just slowly gets dirtier and dirtier.
It'll be fine. Full of cat hair. It's fine. It's fine. It's my life.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.